Hi guys, today I'm talking about 4 easy tips for disciplining consciously, disciplining what I call disciplining with heart. So firstly, focus on the relationship. Try and use words that are going to enhance your relationship. Maybe you can think of, would I say this to my friend? Now I know you're not disciplining your friend, but when you use words that actually build your relationship in the discipline, it makes a massive difference. The second beautiful tip is go softer and closer. Sometimes our tone of voice, especially for the really little sensitive beings that we have, our tone of voice makes a very big difference to how they hear us and whether they go into a stress mode or more cooperative mode. So I'll speak about this a lot in my Parent Magic book on the chapter on discipline. So when you're moving in softer, closer, and you're speaking softer, it already has a different effect on their nervous system. So that's tip number 2. Number 3 is be encouraging. It's not easy when things are always being left in the same place or they're doing the same thing over and over, and yet children actually learn through repetition, which is why school and the routines of school work so well. So be encouraging by repeating, did you hear what I said? What was it that I needed you to do again? So that's a much more encouraging way of speaking than sort of going into the nagging and the begging and the whining that we tend to do so frequently because we get annoyed. So tip number 3, be encouraging. And finally, as best as possible, be consistent. So I notice when our discipline is consistent, fair, and purposeful, our children can really hear us and they can hear where we're coming from. And when you are combining that with focusing on the relationship, speaking a bit softer and coming closer for the sensitive ones, and also being encouraging in your words, then this consistency goes a very long way to knowing that this is what mom and dad expect of me. So what's expected? So the little recipe, the discipline recipe I often work with is X is not for Y, X is for Z. So for instance, toys aren't for leaving on the ground, toys are for playing with. Brothers aren't for shouting at, brothers are for caring for. So you can put almost any discipline into that little formula. And I encourage you guys, please, to go on my website, www.raisingkidspositively.com, and if you look at the tips page, there's a whole lot of articles and different little videos. I know if you subscribe to this YouTube channel, you'll be getting my Tuesday things every week. I am also putting together an online parenting program. So if any of you watching this video are interested in learning more conscious parenting tips, what we call positive parenting, it's also disciplining with heart, I'll be running a different lot of online trainings that you can join at night at any time. Some of them will be weekly over a period of 6 weeks, and others will be more intensive, longer sessions where you can even do some Skype sessions with me. So do put your email address in the inbox if you're interested in those online trainings, and remember the 4 beautiful tips from today for consciously parenting. There's tons more, and I hope you have a beautiful week.